All right. So we're gonna start off again, Cam, by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. But double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessing to the brothers pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. So what we was talking about is the missiles hitting America, Babylon the Great, and how bad it will be during that time. During the time it was spoken about in Jeremiah 51. You got it, bro. You can read what you have.
Jeremiah 51 verse 2. And I will send unto Babylon banners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth up, that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets, Salakia. For Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off.
That's it.
Okay.
And that's what we're working towards. And it's true. And it's truth we're working towards fleeing Babylon, because we're not completely fled from Babylon. Brothers might be in this truth, but there's still things in this world that we got to deal with. There's still things in this world that we're still attached to. We're slowly detaching ourselves from the rest of the world. But that's more spiritual than physical. Brothers gotta desensitize their mind to certain things that's going to happen in the earth, certain things that may happen to your family members, certain things that may happen to you. All right, we go back into the time period during the Maccabees and whatnot. We go back during that time where you got the young men and their mother, and they sacrificed themselves just for not eating pig, not eating pork, man, not eat the swine. The way they sacrifice themselves, we gotta be able to do that. If our arm causes myself to sin, then cut it off, right? If your eye causes you to sin, cut it out. Spiritually, we're supposed to mortify our flesh, like Paul says, and that's part of spiritually departing from Babylon. That's the job, and we do that in sincerity, and it's not always easy. But certain men, they want to make it seem like it's easy, but it's not. We're getting ready to go into a bad time, a time where it's going to seem like no flesh can be saved. But through faith, through sincerity, the Lord is going to save his elect. And even that is going to be scarce. We're going to be saved at the last end. We might see the missiles in the air come down. They're about to come down and be lifted up. The Lord slows down time, he slows down time, lifts up, Lord willing. And then the missiles are slowly descending to the ground. And the people looking at us, looking at the missiles, looking at us, looking at the missiles. That's what it might be like. The Lord probably could save us up 30 minutes before the missiles hit. But we got to be prepared to see the worst. And having faith that the Lord's He's going to deliver us. Torture. We don't talk about that enough. Torture. Brothers might be tortured, man. You got something, brother?
Oh, just back on what you said. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved encounter.
That's right. That day is great. It is like none other, man. Even the time of Jacob's trouble. But who's going to be saved? Jacob, the elect. They're going to be saved. The ones that held true to the Lord, stayed true to the Lord. And just think of what our forefathers had to do. Abraham, he was about to give up his son Elijah, his only begotten, right? Well, his favorite son, the one he had by what's our foremother Sarah, the one he had by Sarah. You know, he was about to give up Isaac. What else did Enoch? He walked with the Lord. Hey, he went around rebuking everybody. He's like, yo, you supposed to be serving. You know, Enoch probably had the fiery spirit like Elijah. You know, he probably came on to kings of Cain and Tubal and was like, listen, you know, the Lord's going to destroy your kingdom. And they probably came after Enoch. That's why the Lord whisked them up. Same thing with Elijah. What he went through was hell. He saw his brethren, the prophets, being taken down and killed. All for preaching the word of the Lord. He saw the prophets of Baal being raised up. Alright, preaching wickedness and fallacy. Ezekiel, what he went through, he starved himself. Did he also eat cow dung? He ate cow dung, man. Alright, Hosea, he married a harlot. Representative of what we deal with today. Alright, there was another prophet that lost his wife. Who was that? That was Ezekiel. Also lost his wife, man. So that's representative of the times that we're going to go through. Brothers might not have their woman. Brothers might not have their mother, their brother, their sister. Brothers might be tortured. All for keeping the word of the Lord. But just know, that's going to add on to your faith if you have it. For those that don't have it, it'll take them out, man. But we don't want to. We ain't trying to be taken out. We trying to cultivate the faith like these people cultivate wickedness. We trying to make. What's the word cultivate? That's a husbandman word. That's a husbandry word. To cultivate, to grow, to increase in faith. You know, if we got it, we gotta hold on to it. Keep going on. We at 6.
Jeremiah 51, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
And I got a perfect scripture from the brother on the comment board, the brother Yukad Yasharallah. It's Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebukes with flames of fire. What's that talking about? It could be talking about the missiles, or it can be talking about what he coming with as a fiery flying, spirit, man. All right, he's coming back. He's coming back with anger and fury. All right, the people that crucified him, the people that what he said, that speared him, that pierced him. Also, the wicked of our people that will not. What's that?
Got it in those sanctified themselves.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you said that um would not have him reign over them. I thought you said that. That's
All
right.
of the above.
Those that would not have him reign over him, man. Reign over them. You know, that's the Lord's coming back, right? And that spirit is concentrated fire. When your body die, when your flesh dies, or when you pass on, your spirit passes on, your body loses, you know, brother, your body loses body heat. And we lose a certain percentage of our weight. Why is that? Because your spirit is heavy. All right, and also your spirit is fire, man. That's real. That's real. Doctors know it. Everybody in the medical field knows, like, it's a phenomenon. Why does he lose body heat? Why does he lose weight as well? As soon as a person dies, as soon as his spirit leaves his flesh, he loses a certain percentage of his body weight. Crazy, right? What's that? A couple of ounces. That's enough to be your spirit. That spirit's a flame, man. I'll read that again just to get back to the point. It says, for behold, Isaiah 66:15, for behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. He's coming back. All right, not to have peace with the world. All right, to set it aflame. There's another scripture that says, you know, something about the world already being on fire when he comes. And this place is already going to be on fire when the Lord returns. And he's just coming back to add more to it. How would I say it? To finish the job. To make sure that this place doesn't rise up again. You got something, brother?
Precept on that.
Go on.
Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plague.
And that's that was Revelation.
Yeah.
Con.
That's physically, yeah.
Con. That's during the time. That's during the time period, though.
Yeah.
That's during the time period. That's when the Lord is going to lift us up into those chariots, man. That's during that time. During the time of salvation, we're going to hear that voice. You got something else?
Yeah, Isaiah 26:20.
Okay.
Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers,
Uh-huh.
and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. Verse 21. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth
Uh-huh.
for their iniquity. And the earth shall also disclose her blood, and shall cover her.
So, you know, right now is the time. It's in our best interest to keep growing in the spirit and not to hold back, not to how I say it, to get weary. I know during this time, brothers are receiving a lot of suffering, a lot of pain going through brothers in the ministry. But that's all to strengthen us, to harden us, because what we about to face, you know, where Esau's coming with it's not going to be good. It's a trouble worse than any other time on the face of the earth.
I'll read verse 6 again.
You at mid-6?
Jeremiah 51 verse 6, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Right.
Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Keep going though.
No, that's it, man. All right. Our people here in America, Babylon the Great. All right, and those other countries that have been made drunken by America, Babylon the Great. All right. 12 tribes of Israel. You can't be a part of her. You know, if you call yourself an Israelite, you can't seek to have a place. This isn't your rest. You know. All right, you're supposed to take heed to the prophets giving you warning. Prophets out here in the Bible is telling you the good, bad, and the ugly. All right, there's a lot of beautiful in the scriptures, but there's plenty of ugly as well that you got to get through to get to that good. What's it say? You got to get through the straight before you get to the wide. You got to get to the narrow, go through the narrow before you go to the wide. And the wide place is what? What's the wide place? The kingdom. The wide place is the kingdom of heaven. All right, the Lord has set it up that way to test his men. Not even to test his men. All right? Because he knows that his elect, his men, is going to get through it. But, hey, that's just the condition of the battle, man. You know? I wouldn't have it no other way. We have to know the end of sin. To be completely righteous beings having understanding and the wisdom and understanding. All right, Adam, he didn't know. He didn't understand. We understand. And we at the end of it. You know, how sad for us to be at the end of it now and then just fall short. Or we'd be kicking ourselves in the ass, bro. I'm telling you. Well, we be in the kingdom. We be in the kingdom breaking our hands, hammering it against the pavement, you know? Oh. We'd be beating ourselves up, man. I'm telling you. I'll be beating myself up. But, you know, Lord willing, the camp was edifying. We didn't go into a lot of scriptures today. I had certain scriptures on my mind. I went over certain scriptures in my head earlier today. It ain't come out pretty, but some of it came out, so Lord willing, it was edifying. We want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kodash. All right. The water to the brothers on the comment board. The water to all the brothers who posted scriptures. And shalom. Shalom.